The housing crisis in Southern California has only been exacerbated by the recent wildfires that displaced so many in our community. But even before the fires, homelessness had been a major and growing issue for years. And LA is home to one of the largest populations of homeless youth in the country. So we wanted to take a look at the issue through the eyes of the children experiencing it. Isaias Solares is a typical 10-year-old who loves to hang out with his friends. His favorite thing to do is play sports. He dreams of one day going to UCLA, getting a master's degree, and becoming a professional athlete. But most of all,
I would get like a big house for my mom and have my whole family there, so then I don't have to be alone and be scared of everything.
And Isaias's backyard is not his own. Plunged into poverty and abuse after his father's death, he's one of dozens of kids staying at Hope Gardens, one of the few Los Angeles area shelters that accepts women and children. He's been there for a year with his mother and 12-year-old sister, a welcome respite after the horrors of Skid Row. When you think of other kids who have a mom and a dad and a family and a house, do you ever get sad about that and wish that you had those things?
Well, I kind of be jealous. Yeah, I'll be jealous and I'll be sad.
According to a CBS analysis of California Department of Education data, there were more than 61,000 unhoused students enrolled in Los Angeles County in the 2023-2024 academic year.
It's sad because they have to go through that struggle that I've been through, and I don't want anyone else to go through that struggle again.
Can you describe that struggle for me?
The struggle is like trying to find a safer place to be at and try to like survive with food, clothes, and different stuff.
12-year-old Violet Toole has also lived at Hope Gardens for the past 2 years with her mother and 2 siblings, who she helps care for. She, too, is focused on her education, especially the sciences, and a dream that seems closer and closer to reality. And it looks like you might be close to getting housing?
Yeah, it makes me excited.
What was your reaction when you first heard that?
I was excited because I could help out and have my own room and my own space.
She finds comfort in friends like 10-year-old Christy Hicks, who also went from shelter to motels, and finally to the Union Rescue Mission downtown before they were transferred to Hope Gardens. What was your living situation before you came here?
A lot. Basically just abuse around me.
Amid a crisis made by adults,
Oh my gosh.
the best solutions may be found in the hope and resilience of the kids who are paying the price, the youngest and strongest among us, who will one day be tasked with solving it. Do you have faith that your life is going to turn out the way you want it?
Yeah.
What do you want? What is your perfect life?
Get my own room, try to get some peace and quiet, and definitely graduate from school. I want to be a nurse.
A nurse? That's awesome. Why do you want to be a nurse?
Because I want to help people who are in need and people who are hurt.
Oh, what resiliency.
I know. And you talk to these kids and it really does give you hope that they're going to break this cycle. They're going to get their education and they really do have hope for the future. And then when the fires happened, they were all evacuated here and they had to go down to Skid Row to be displaced again. But now they're back and they're doing really amazing work at that center. So.
It seems like what you hear from the kids, though, that really is concerning to me, and we talk about this a lot, is that, you know, their impact is that they're homeless. But the real impact is the abuse happening at home. And we do seem to have such a mental health crisis in this country that we're not necessarily addressing. You have to assume that there's drug use and other things happening within these homes, that if you don't want these kids displaced like this, we have to start tackling some of these issues before they get into the system.
That's very true. And you do hear a lot of stories like that from the kids themselves describing it, the abuse that they've gone through, the substance abuse that they've witnessed from their parents. But it's nice when you see that they are determined to live a different life.
Yes.
So
I hope they stay on that track.
Yes.
I want to see her as a nurse.
I know. I plan to follow them. I
Yeah.
plan to follow them. And she also said, you know, everyone says I should be an actress, which she should. Yeah. She definitely has it in
she
her
did
if
have
she
the
wants.
sass a
I told her
little bit.
she should play a nurse on TV.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can be anything you want to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.